Hello, welcome to my review for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This is a Sony Spider-Man movie, so, you know, bets are high that it's going to be garbage. I mean, how could it not be? It's made by Sony, right? And it's animated! Oh my god, it's the end of the world! Well, my friends, I'm not lying when I say this is the best Spider-Man movie ever made. I know there are a lot of fans of Spider-Man Homecoming that say that's the best Spider-Man. I have to disagree because Spider-Man 2 was the best Spider-Man movie up until now. Spider-Man Homecoming is fine. It's good. It's a good, enjoyable Spider-Man movie. But Homecoming's missing this epicness that Spider-Man 2 and the first Spider-Man even had. It's a very small, contained story. Even though Spider-Man is now part of this huge universe. And so, it's... Homecoming's not what it could have been. You know what Homecoming could have been? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. But you know what? This movie is more than just the story, which is very good. This is feast for the eyes, let me tell you. And the ears. The music's very good. The score's very good too. But there's this just mashup of different animation styles, and it all looks like a comic book come to life, literally. Not like that Ang Lee Hulk stuff. This is just a very well-made visual feast of a movie. Like every frame of the movie, there's just something going on, and it's insane the amount of detail they pack into this thing. It's incredible. Possibly even amazing. Spectacular even. And, people saying that they don't like animated movies or that they don't like the fact that this is animated, go see it, please. It is very, very good. This could not have been done with live action. It just couldn't have been. They wring every last drop out of the animation, and it is beautiful. Story-wise, the film follows Miles Morales. He is the main hero of the film. And some shit goes down early on that causes a whole bunch of different spider people to enter Miles's universe, and they have to do something, and that's all I'm gonna spoil. But this is definitely Miles's movie. It's all about Miles becoming Spider-Man. The other spider people aren't there just to be cool, though. They do have their own little story beats that gives them more character and makes you care about them in very, very fast ways. There's a lot of movie here, there's a lot of story, there's a lot of characters that have to be set up, and they do a very good job. The main villain is Kingpin. They try to make Kingpin relatable, and he's just an asshole. A lot of the villains you've probably seen in the trailer, but there is one villain that's came out of nowhere that was a surprise to me, and I was like, that's badass. You'll know when you see it. The movie has a lot of heart, a lot of artistry, obviously, with the animation, but it's also very funny, and probably the funniest movie I've seen this year. Honestly, you haven't seen... Have there been comedies this year? Game Night. Yeah, that was fine. This has been a bad year for comedy. I guess it just wins by default. So apart from Miles, the two other spider people that get the most screen time are Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy. And I thought going in I was going to like Spider-Ham the most, but Spider-Man Noir is played by Nicolas Cage, and his lines are hilarious in very subtle ways. A lot of the times his lines are covered by other characters, like they're talking over each other. But you listen out for those Nick Cage lines, and they're very good. Each Spider-Person is very unique, and the writers have obviously put a lot into making sure that they all felt like their own separate universe Spider-Man person. This is a very well-written, funny, well-animated, joyous, funny film, and easily my favorite Spider-Man movie. Make sure you stay for the post-credit scene. I know if you're a Marvel fan, you probably will anyway. But there is a post-credit scene that is well worth your time if you are a big fan of Marvel. And even if you're not a big fan of Marvel, it's still pretty funny. So Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse gets a rating of badass. Fucking Spider-Man's on a roll this year. Infinity War. PS4 game. Spider-Verse. The Year of the Spider is what this is. Don't even think about Venom, just don't. Just ignore it and it'll go away. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is out on the 13th. Will you see it? Did you get to see it already? What do you think about it? Let us know in the comments. I'll see you next time.